Those of you that are familiar with my channel may remember that I'm going to be a vendor at MoGameCon Junior a week from today. And please excuse the mess here in this spare bedroom office. But I just thought I would do a video on some of the more cool and interesting items that I'm going to be selling at my table. And just kind of show these off. Some have been shown off in a previous video, but I thought people that can't make the show just might want to see some of these items. So let's not waste any time. Let's get to it. Show me retro. So the first item I was going to show, I've got a Mega Drive Tower Mini. Unopened, still sealed in the box. And I thought about keeping this, but ultimately it's still the Japanese version. I would have preferred, if I was going to keep something like this, for it to be the US version. I think some promotional ones were sent out to prominent YouTubers, and I thought that would be the one. If I was going to get one, that'd probably be the one to get, since this says Mega CD. But cool item nonetheless. Next, I've got a couple of TurboGrafx 16s. I bought these this past summer, and I've been saving these two here specifically for the convention. They are untested, so I will price them accordingly, but I did take them apart, and they are immaculate. You could eat off the heat shields and the boards. It's crazy how good a condition these things are in, considering how old they are. So it'll be really interesting to see with the Mini coming out soon if these were going to be a hot item or not. I really don't know, and it's kind of why I wanted to keep a couple of these, so I can maybe next time if I find one, I can hold it back for the next con. Now this may just look like a random PlayStation 2 arcade stick, but it's actually very well done. This is like metal, it's high gloss. These are just some fingerprints from carrying it, but there's not a scratch on this thing. Micro switches. Each button has kind of a clicky micro switch. And what's really nice, it's got this cord management here where you can take this cover off and wrap the whole cord around there when it's not in use. This thing is heavy. Got this for a really good price, and I guess that's going to sell as well. So I've decided to sell the top loader that I picked up. It's probably one I'm going to regret, but if I don't get the price that I want, it'll probably come home with me. I did get this dog bone from Mike. Very lucky to have that because I didn't get the dog bone initially when I got the rest of this. Here's some Game Boy Advance stuff. I've got Grand Theft Auto, complete in box, really nice. Got that foil looking box. This game, I've never seen a copy of this before. It got beat up in the mail, unfortunately. The guy put it in a bubble mailer, can you believe, without this protective thing on. I was not happy, because it was mint. And then I got a complete Gunstar Heroes. You almost need the Game Boy player, which I don't have, and play this on a big screen. It's really tough to get into on a smaller screen. So these are going to go. Here's one that you may have seen in a previous video. This is a Game Boy Advance Flame Red SP, never been used. Box shows a little wear. It was only open just to make sure that everything was in there. There's some more Game Boy Advance SP stuff, an SP101. This is the black. This thing, pretty sought after. Everybody wants one of these. This is gonna go fast. Here I got some Pokemon stuff. These I picked up recently, all complete. Very happy to have these. These aren't gonna last long either, depending on how I price them. Next, I have a couple of watches. I have this Game Boy watch that's still got the plastic here on the front. Battery still works. Never been used. Still got the instructions in there. And I have a never used, the crown isn't pulled on it. See, the crown protector's still there. You know, these are items that I just wanted to add just to have some different things in the booth. Here are a couple interesting items. I have these ColecoVision boxes. Now, unfortunately, the controller is not in here, but it has been sealed, and the person paid to have these sealed. Now, it doesn't really help. It's one of those things where whoever might want this might want to put their controller back in it, but still a nice retro. I mean, this, you just don't see these very often. This thing is huge. I can barely fit it in the frame. And this thing will display really, really well, but it's empty. There's just styrofoam in there. And here is the other one. Not quite as tall, but definitely wider and fatter. You know, this, again, it's empty. And there's a little damage to the boxes. You know, they've been beat up and sitting on a shelf for years. And, you know, with no controllers, but these are really cool pieces to have. And I honestly don't even know what kind of price to put on these. Here is a really cool item that I may not sell. This is going to go there and it may come back. I think I may have shown this in a video. This is a licensed Mario, kind of it's soft with some hard areas as well. You know, you can see that the shoes are hard, but then the body is soft. He's 12 inches tall, and I can't remember the company that makes this. It is Applause. This was a Facebook Marketplace item. It's going to take the right price to have me sell this. This thing's cool. This isn't anything major at all, but I thought it was interesting. This Star Wars Clone Wars Wii controller, and it's beat up all to hell, but it is complete with the stickers and everything. And I took it out because it was taped shut. It feels really good in the hand. You put the nunchuck here in the back, and then you put your controller here in the front. Yeah, this is really cool, and I didn't pay anything for it. I think I paid less than $5 for it. So this one here, I'm pretty psyched about. This is a PlayStation promotional Buddy L truck. I don't really know anything about it. It is a Kenworth. All the logos are there. The chrome is pretty faded. That sucks, but nothing's broke, but that's kind of the, you know, older chrome. It was exposed a lot to not probably the best conditions, and a lot of that faded. It does have some spots here in the paint that I can't get off. I got it to look as best I could. The cab does come off. Doors open up. And the trailer will stand on its own. The truck also has what looks like a battery compartment, and I can't get that open. I don't know. I tried with a screwdriver. I have no idea. Anybody has any info on this thing? And this is Buddy L, which is so cool. You know, it says Buddy L, so it's very cross-collectible. Semi, Buddy L, PlayStation, and I'm not going to sell this for just to move it on. This one, it's going to take the right price for me to let this go. So here's one of the rare items that I have for sale. This is a Super Mint Donkey Kong Country Super Nintendo control set. And when I say that it is complete, I'm talking every baggie, every twist tie, every piece of paperwork. This thing, I would probably bet that it has never been played. It is just that mint. The console, there was not a scratch. There was nothing to clean. There was just that. The inside of the styrofoam is just as nice as the outside. There is hardly a dent. There's hardly a crease. This is a pristine console. I mean, we still got that security thing. Here's the do not remove proof of purchase. And I ended up buying this custom protector for it, which was not cheap either. So this is one that I've got no problem if I don't get the right offer. It's just going to go back and I'll display it. But personally, I would rather this go to someone that can get some use out of it. Here I have a complete unboxed GameCube. The box has some wear here by the latch. There's some tape on it. And there was some tape here. You can see where it pulled off some of the color. But again, the console inside here, like just about every console that I'm selling, they are in excellent condition. This one I would consider mint. There's not a scratch on this console. The jewel is perfect. I got the game, everything that came with this is inside there. So yeah, it's not the best shape in the box, but for someone that really wants a nice console to start off with, it does have the where you can hook up component in the back. This is nice. Hope this goes. I'm gonna price this one right, just so I don't have to take this one home. Also got a really nice condition Junior. These SNES Juniors, some people like them, some folks don't. This one's in great condition, so I'm thinking it'll probably sell, if depending on how I price it. But yeah, this is a very nice, cool Junior. So the last couple items I'm going to show here, I did a separate video on these, but I thought I'd just lump them in there. These are going to be at the show. Now whether or not that I sell them definitely depends on the price. This is a very good condition. I do believe, after doing some research, that I am missing a shelf. I talked to the guy. He doesn't remember ever having a second shelf, but I'm pretty sure there should have been a second shelf. Now you could easily make one and paint it and put your own red gloss here. It wouldn't be that hard to do. I thought about doing it, but then again, it wouldn't have been all original. I would have had to disclose that, and by the time you put all that time and effort in, it might not be worth it. But yeah, this will look really good with that Mario 12-inch plush that I have.
It's me, Mario!
You can see these two guys are pretty similar there. They'll look good together. And then I have this towel, this beach towel, which is original from '89. And I just don't have any use for it. It was kind of cool, but it's gonna go as well. So there you have it, guys. It's got some really cool stuff here. And I don't know. I'm hoping this sale goes well. We shall see here on February 1st, and I'll do a follow-up video on this. All right, guys. See you all next time. Thank you so much for watching.